So guys, it's almost July as of when I'm filming this, and we're well into open day season. Now, if it wasn't for COVID-19, Miss Rona, we would be going to all these amazing universities in person, but because of the situation, universities have had to rapidly and effectively respond, and they're offering you guys virtual open days. And for those of you interested in applying to Oxford, they're doing their virtual open day from the 1st July to the 2nd July, which should be tomorrow and the day after if I edit and upload this on time. Now, although we're not going to be going to open days in person, they're still incredibly and equally as important. The whole purpose is for you to get that extra insight into life as a student in that university, studying that course. University is a massive personal and financial investment. Some of you guys wanted to do medicine, you're going to be there at uni for the next 5-6 years. Why am I talking in like third person? I'm gonna be there. I'm at uni for the next 5 years. So you have to ensure that you're in love with your course and with your university and actually with the city itself. Now, open days are an instrumental tool in you making that informed and well-researched decision into your future. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Franceska, and I have just basically completed my first year of medicine at the University of Oxford. Virtual open days are something that are very new, very unprecedented, obviously because of the situation. So I thought I'd come on here and kind of give you guys advice, having gone to open days and successfully picked universities last year. And quite fittingly, obviously I'm representing Brasenose College at Oxford because that's where I study. I have some merch here representing. Now, although it's safe to say that virtual open days will probably not be the same as in-person open days because you're missing out on the whole experience of being there, seeing the other students, interacting physically with the current students and professors there is a silver lining. The fact that these open days are now through the internet has given rise to so many more opportunities, especially for international students. Traveling down to universities the day before or on the day of open days can be pricey and can be quite a time-consuming task. So with virtual open days, you can literally be doing these from the comfort of your own bed. You can be watching EastEnders in the back, you can be having your hot chocolate, you can be in your pajamas, and it'll be super chill. Another thing linked to the kind of saving time element is that now you can visit several universities on the same day. I remember last year when I was going to different open days, there were so many open days that were clashing, meaning I had to pick one or the other. But now that they're online, you can literally go from site to site within seconds and browse through several different Oxford colleges at your ease and leisure. So this video is going to be split into 3 parts. Number 1 is preparing for your virtual open day, just as you would for a normal open day. Number 2 is how to make the most of your open day whilst you're actually undergoing the open day, and number 3 is going to be tips on what to do after you've gone to all these amazing open days. So for preparation, number 1 is that you need to pick your course. Obviously this is the most important thing, and it's okay to be indecisive. Open days are designed to help you guys decide what you want to do. So one thing I can recommend is narrowing down the courses that you want to do if you're still uncertain. Maybe create a short list of courses or fields that you're interested in and try and find where it overlaps the most as to maybe where you want to investigate further. Before the open day, there are plenty of online resources that can help you kind of research into these degrees. For example, there are plenty of YouTubers online who do various different subjects from various different universities, so check them out. During the open day, you'll have plenty of opportunities to ask the student helpers questions. I know for Brasenose College there's going to be plenty of Q&A sessions the whole day from 9 AM to 6 PM to tomorrow and the day after. Now, the second point is shortlisting your university or your colleges, and an amazing resource for this is UCAS. It has an abundant amount of information out there, and obviously the most up-to-date and reliable information is from that university itself. Now, for the first 2 points, I highly recommend doing the research for the nitty-gritty technical bits of the courses and the universities, doing research into what your course structure looks like, the modules, how you're going to be assessed. But don't worry if you can't find that information out or if you find it confusing, because the whole purpose of having students at these virtual open days is for you to ask them these questions or clarify things that you're confused about. Also, like normal open days, it's important to do planning for the day itself, planning what you're going to do from 9 AM to 9:30 in order for you to be most efficient and optimize your time. If you're interested in visiting various virtual open days for different universities, I recommend checking out the opendays.com website, as that has a calendar for all the virtual open days. For people wanting to go to the Oxford Open Day, check out the Oxford Virtual Open Day website. I'll put it in the description bar below. They have a full-blown timetable of all the events going on across different colleges, different courses, and general university-wide events as well. you'll have live Q&A sessions with undergrads and current tutors. You'll have campus and accommodation live tours. You'll have talks about financing, so student finance, about the bursaries and scholarships that the university offers. You'll also have subject-specific faculty talks and also information and talks about societies and events. Quick shout out and plug to Brasenose College. Obviously, I'm representing them. That's the college I'm going to. And also, if you guys attend the virtual open day Wednesday 3 to 6 p.m. and Thursday 3 to 6 p.m, you will see me virtually in the Q&A student panel. So yeah. So now you've prepared for your virtual open day, you've done all the research that you can, and it is the day of your open day. How do you make the most out of it? Now, I've came up with a few tips and tricks that I've picked up along the way, and I've also asked a couple of my friends from Brasenose College, and these are the advices that we came up with. Advices, I don't know if it's plural or not. But number one, do not be afraid to ask silly questions. I think a massive thing when it comes to like in-person open days is that sometimes it's hard to ask certain questions because you don't want to come across as being ignorant, stupid, or either it's like a really personal question. But I think the beauty of it being virtual and having like the possibility of being anonymous or like not seeing people face to face is that you can ask any specific question regardless of how silly you might think it is. There'll be someone there to answer your questions. Guys, I honestly recommend asking about student life because the students there, the undergrads, will have experienced it for themselves. Now, some of the questions I would often ask students to gain further insight were, number one, what do you wish you would have known before you started university? And number two, what is the best and worst thing about being a student at X university? You can also ask questions about the degree. So as I was saying before, the structure, the modules, how you'll be examined, whether there's opportunities to study abroad, how does the university support you in terms of finance, how does the university support you in terms of, you know, actually being a student there. So mental health support, disability support, financial support, all these kind of questions are critical. My second tip is to have a comfortable environment, whether that be in your bed, tucked in, you know, with EastEnders in the back, or whether that be at a desk with a notebook, with food in the corner. Make sure you're feeling comfortable so that you can optimize this time and opportunity. That also includes making sure your internet connection is strong. And guys, I don't know about you, but my internet connection, EE, is super dodgy and very unreliable, especially when everyone in the house is connected. Maybe leading up to these open days, agree with your family to disconnect from the Wi-Fi for those 2-3 hours. My third tip is to maximize your opportunity. Visit everything, visit every single college. Obviously not every single college, but if there was a college that you weren't really sure about, or if there's a university course that you're not entirely sure about, still visit it anyways, because things are going to be done through the internet. Your feet are not going to get sore from walking, so honestly, it's worth it. You're not going to lose out on anything, and there might be that one specific phrase that that lecturer says, that student says, that actually attracts you to this subject or reveals something to you that you didn't know previously. Now, another important thing to take into consideration is that many universities will be doing their virtual open days across 2 days. I know Oxford's doing it Wednesday to Thursday. Often they'll be doing the same sort of thing, the same exact timetable across the 2 days. So don't worry if you're busy one day and can't make it. And because everything's online, guys, honestly, it's so beautiful. Live streams will likely be saved. The videos created will likely be stored on the university websites for you to access in the future. Now, another tip, and this might be Oxford specific, because I know that the way we're doing our open days is to a kind of like typed format. Students will be able to type up their questions and open day helpers will be typing their answers back. So yeah, try to be as specific as you can. And as I said before, no question is silly and no question is too serious. So if you're genuinely concerned about something or confused, chuck it in the question. So now you've finished visiting all these virtual open days, your notebooks are filled with important information, inspirational information. Now what do you actually do with that information? In order to consolidate that information, maybe resort to online resources such as the videos that universities may be releasing to supplement these days. And guys, I highly recommend watching student vloggers, reading student blogs, as this is the next best thing to kind of get in that insight into student life. In the description bar below or on screen, I'll put a series of my favorite student YouTubers, including Tolu Duckworth, who does medicine, Rosie Crawford, Vee Kativhu. There are so many. I'll put everything in the description bar below. I also recommend using a ranking system based on numerous factors, and this can help you eliminate and filter down certain courses, universities or colleges. I'll put a series of factors on the screen that you can consider when making these rankings and decisions. And finally, if you still have more questions about the admissions process, about life as a student, reach out to people. If it's to do with the university course itself, maybe reach out to the admissions and outreach team via emails, and often in open days they will give you contact emails that you can ask questions to. If they're questions about student life, honestly, the internet is such a rich tool. There are so many blogs, vlogs out there with so many amazing students recording their experiences. If you have questions about Oxford medicine, hit me up. If you have questions about courses at Oxford that aren't medicine, hit me up as well, because I can put you in contact with friends I know doing those courses. So guys, that has been my video on how to prepare and make the most of virtual open days. I will be a student helper, so I'll be answering so many of your amazing questions. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys found it informative. Let me know down below which virtual open days you're going to be attending and whether you'll be coming to the Brazenoses virtual open day. And if you are, I'll see you there. Make sure you guys comment, like and subscribe, and follow all my social media handles. They'll be put in the description bar below. And with that said, I will see you guys in another video. Goodbye. Oh, why do I always do this with my hands? Like, what's wrong with me? Oh my god, that's funny.